Elegy written in a country churchyard by Thomas Gray. The curfew tolls the knell of a parting day. The lowing herd winds slowly o'er the lea. The plowman homeward plods his weary way, and leaves the world to darkness and to me. Now fades the glimmering landscape on sight, and all their solemn stillness holds, save where the beetle wheels in his droning flight, and drowsy tinklings lull the distant folds. Save that from yonder ivy-mantled tower, from mapping owl to the moon complain, of such as wandering near her secret bower, molest her ancient solitary reign. Beneath those rugged elms that dewy trees shade, where heaves the turf in many mouldering heap, in his narrow cell forever laid, the rude forefathers of the hamlet's sleep. The breezy call of incense-breathing morn, the swallow twittering from the straw-built shed, the cock's shrill clarion or the echoing horn, no more shall rouse them from their lowly bed. For them no more the blazing hearth shall burn, or busy housewife ply her evening care. No children run to this their sire's return, or climb his knees the envied kiss to share. Oft did the harvest of their sickle yield, their furrow off to the stubborn glebe as broke. How jocund did they drive their team afield, how bowed the woods beneath their sturdy stroke. Let not ambition mock their useful toil, their homely joys and destiny obscure, nor grandeur hear with a disdainful smile. The short and simple annals of the poor, the boast of heraldry, the pomp of power, and all the beauty and all the wits ever grave, awaits alike the inevitable hour. The path of glory lead but to the grave. Nor you, ye proud, impute to this the fault, if murmur o'er their tomb no true peace raise, where through the long drawn aisle and fretted vault, the pealing anthem swells the note of praise. Can stored urn or animated bust back to its mansion call the fleeting breath? Can honor's voice provoke the silent dust, or flattery soothe the dull cold ear of death? Perhaps in this neglected spot is laid some heart once pregnant with celestial fire, hands that the rod of empire might have swayed, or waked to ecstasy to living lyre. But knowledge to their eyes her ample page, rich with the spoils of time did their never unroll. Chill penury repressed their noble rage, and froze the genial current of the soul. Fall many a gem to purest rays serene, the dark unfathomed caves of the ocean bare. Full many a flower is born to blush unseen, and waste its sweetness on the desert air. Some village Hampden that with dauntless breast the light little tyrant of this field withstood, some mute inglorious Milton here may rest, some Cromwell's guiltless in this country's blood. The applause of listening senates to command, the wrath of pain and ruin to despair despise, to scatter plenty o'er a smiling land, and read their story in a nation's eyes. Their lot forbade, nor circumscribed, alone their growing virtues, but their crimes confined, forbade to wade through slaughter to a throne, and shut the gates of mercy on mankind. The struggling pangs of unconscious truth to hide, to quench the blushes of ingenious shame, or heap the shrine of luxury and pride with incense kindled at the muse's flame, firm from the madding crowd's ignoble strife. Their sober wishes never lent to stray, Along the cold, sweeter veil of life, they kept the noiseless tenor of their way. Yet even these bones from insult to protect, some frail memorials still erected nigh, with uncut rhymes and shapely sculptured death, implores the passing tribute of a sigh. Their name, their years, spelt by the unlettered muse, the place of fame and elegy supply, and many a holy text around the truths that teach the rustic moralist to die, for who to damn forgetfulness pray, displeasing and choose being resigned, let by the warm precincts of the cheerful day, nor cast one longing, lingering look behind. On some fond breast the parting soul relies. Some pious drops the closing ire requires. Even from the tomb the voice of nature cries. Even in our ashes live their wonted fires. For thee, mindful of the unhonored dead, dust in the lines where their artless tale relate. If chance by lonely contemplation lead, some kindred spirit shall inquire thy fate. Haply some hoary-headed swain may say, oft have we seen him at the peep of dawn, brushing with hasty steps the dews away, to meet the sun upon the upland lawn. There at the foot of yonder nodding beech, that wreathes its old fantastic roots so high, his listless length at noontide be he stretch, and pour upon the brook that babbles by. Hard by yon wall, now smiling as in scorn, muttering his wayward fancies he would rove, now drooping, woeful one, like one forlorn, or crazed with care, or crossed his noblest love. One morn I missed him on the accustomed hill, along the heath, and near his favorite tree. Another came, nor yet beside that wheel, nor up the lawn, nor at the wood was he. And next, with dirges due in sad array, slow to the church way path we saw him borne. Approach and read, for thou canst read, the lay grave on the stone beneath yon aged thorn. The epitaph. Here rests his head upon the lap of earth, a youth to fortune and to fame unknown. Fair science frowned not on his humble birth, and melancholy marked him for her own. Large was his bounty, and his soul sincere. Heaven did the recompenses as largely send. He gave to his misery all he had, a tear he gained from heaven, a friend. No farther seek his merits to disclose, or to draw his frailties from their dread abode. There they alike in trembling hope repose, the bosom of this Father and his God. That this is Elegy written in the courtyard, country court churchyard by Thomas Gray.